Good afternoon. This is Akashvani, and I'm Anuja Kumar with the midday news. The headlines. Heavy rain continue to disrupt normal life in Uttarakhand. IMD predicts some relief in Himachal Pradesh, Punjab, Haryana and Delhi. India and Bangladesh start bilateral trade in rupees. UN says India registers remarkable reduction in poverty with 41.5 crore people coming out of it in 15 years. US welcomes India's role in helping achieve lasting peace in Ukraine. In women's cricket, India-Bangladesh second T20 International underway in Dhaka, and in Wimbledon tennis, Rohan Bopanna and Matthew Ebden to play their men's doubles pre-quarterfinal match today. And now the news in detail. In Uttarakhand, normal life has been affected due to heavy rain in most areas of the state today. Heavy rain caused waterlogging in Dehradun and other plain areas of the state, leading to huge traffic jams. All the major rivers of the state are in spate and creating flood-like situation for the plain areas. Following the heavy rainfall for the last 2 days, the state police, NDRF, SDRF and other concerned personnel have been directed to remain on high alert in sensitive areas. Due to torrential rains and landslides in the hilly areas of the state, more than 100 roads have been blocked for vehicular traffic and efforts are being made to open them on a war footing. The Kedarnath National Highway is blocked near Sirobgarh, while the Badrinath National Highway closed for traffic at several places due to debris. On the other hand, in Uttarkashi district, 4 people died last night due to debris falling from a hill near Ganganani on the Gangotri National Highway. The Meteorological Department has issued a red alert for heavy to very heavy rain at isolated places in all the districts of the state for the next 2 days. It has also warned of heavy rain in Uttar Pradesh and eastern Rajasthan for next 2 days. Extremely heavy rainfall is also likely over northeastern India and adjoining areas of eastern India in the next 2 to 3 days. Talking to Akashvani, senior scientist IMD R.K. Jenamani said the extremely heavy rainfall ravaging Himachal Pradesh, Punjab, Haryana and Delhi since Saturday is likely to subside today.
The heavy rainfall warning or alert. The rainfall status over North India has improved significantly, and mainly the today heavy rainfall warning orange alert over Uttarakhand. Himachal Pradesh not much rainfall likely and an yellow alert. And in the NCR Delhi region there has been significant improvement, and only rainfall will be light rainfall, and in last 24 hours it has been light to moderate rainfall over Delhi area.
Railways has suspended rail traffic over Old Yamuna Bridge since 6 a.m. today. The decision was taken after Yamuna crossed the danger mark today. According to the flood bulletin, the water level of the Yamuna at the old railway bridge was recorded at 206.1 millimeters at 3 a.m. today. Meanwhile, railway has also taken precautionary measures in view of heavy rain. Shobhan Chaudhary, General Manager, Northern Railway, said that around 24 trains running on the Delhi-Ambala route have been cancelled following inclement weather in North India. In Jammu and Kashmir, the 270-kilometre long Jammu-Srinagar National Highway, NH44, the only all-weather surface link which connects Kashmir Valley with the rest of the country, remained closed for vehicular traffic for the 4th consecutive day today. The highway was closed for vehicular traffic on Saturday following incessant rains that triggered multiple landslides at several locations and also severely damaged a portion of the road near Pantial Tunnel and Chamba Siri in Ramban district, leaving thousands of vehicles stranded. A 60-meter strip of road was washed away near Pantial Tunnel, resulting in the closure of the National Highway. The National Highway Authority of India is working round the clock at Chamba Siri and is working on an alternate alignment to ensure early restoration of the road. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman is chairing the 50th GST Council meeting at Vigyan Bhavan in New Delhi. The meeting is being attended by Minister of State for Finance, Pankaj Chaudhary, Finance Ministers of States and Union Territories, and senior officials. The 49th GST Council meeting was held in February this year under the chairpersonship of Ms. Sita Raman. The meeting, the government had decided to clear the entire pending balance GST compensation of 16,982 crore rupees for June 2022 to states and union territories. The third Trade and Investment Working Group meeting was formally inaugurated in Ekta Nagar near Statue of Unity in Gujarat today. Secretary, Department of Commerce Sunil Bartwal was present on the occasion. More than 75 international delegates from various G20 countries, invited countries and international organizations are taking part in the three-day meet. Various technical sessions are being organized today to build a consensus among G20 countries on adopting proposals put forward by the Indian presidency on global trade and investment-related issues. Talking to AIR, Mr. Bartwal said the meet is focusing on finding ways to make global supply chain resilient and diverse.
सप्लाई चेन के डिस्ट्रप्शंस हैं, उनको किस तरीके से दुरुस्त किया जाए, उनको किस तरीके से मैपिंग की जाए, उनकी देश उनको उनकी इंफॉर्मेशन रहे, ताकि अगर और दूसरा कि डाइवर्सिफिकेशन कैसे हो सके, ताकि ऐसा ना हो कि एक जगह पे अगर कोई प्रॉब्लम आई तो उसका असर पूरे विश्व पर पड़ रहा है। आज भी हम लोगों ने इस बात की चर्चा की कि जो विश्व है वो धीरे धीरे ग्लोबल विलेज की तरह बनता जा रहा है और ग्लोबल प्रोडक्शन की तरफ केंद्रित होता जा रहा है।
Mr. Bartwal added that introduction of paperless international trade, integrating MSME to the global supply chains and WTO reforms are among the few other topics that are being deliberated upon in the meet today. India and Bangladesh have started bilateral trade in rupees. It was launched at an event jointly organized by Bangladesh Bank and High Commission of India in Dhaka today. Indian High Commissioner in Dhaka, Pranay Verma, said from today onwards, the two nations will trade in Indian rupee alongside the usual transaction method in US dollar. Mr. Verma said trade settlement through Indian rupee will only apply to export amount from Bangladesh, while the rest of imports from India will be settled in US dollars. Bangladesh is India's biggest trade partner in South Asia, and India is the second largest trade partner of Bangladesh in Asia. The Reserve Bank of India has already allowed banks from 18 countries to trade in rupees, including Germany, Russia, Singapore, Sri Lanka and the United Kingdom. The counting of votes for the Panchayat elections in West Bengal is underway. Counting is taking place at 339 centres across 22 districts of the state. Polling was held on 8th of July for 73,887 seats in the three-tier Panchayat system in West Bengal. The BJP today hit out at Trinamool Congress Party over the violence and killing of people in West Bengal during the recent Panchayat polls. Briefing the media in New Delhi, party spokesperson Sambit Patra alleged that the elections and violence have become synonymous with each other in West Bengal.
2013 में 15 लोग, 2018 में 23 लोग और 2023 जो वर्तमान का पंचायत चुनाव चल रहा है उसमें 45 लोगों की हत्या। उत्तरोत्तर दिन प्रतिदिन लोकतंत्र किस प्रकार दम तोड़ रहा है बंगाल में, यह आपके सामने पेश है।
This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at Air News Alerts. The United Nations has said that India has registered a remarkable reduction in poverty, with 41.5 crore people coming out of it in just 15 years. The UN said 25 countries, including India, successfully halved their global multidimensional poverty index values within 15 years, showing that rapid progress is attainable. These 25 countries include Cambodia, China, Congo, Honduras, Indonesia, Morocco, Serbia and Vietnam besides India. The latest update of the Global Multidimensional Poverty Index was released by the United Nations Development Programme and the Oxford Poverty and Human Development Initiative at the University of Oxford. The report noted that deprivation in all indicators declined in India and the poorest states and groups had the fastest absolute progress. National Security Advisor Ajit Doval has said that India is leading the fight against those who are promoting terrorism and extremism around the world. Addressing a gathering at India Islamic Center in New Delhi today, Mr. Doval said India is also a victim of terrorism and it has faced numerous terror attacks, including 26/11 Mumbai attack in which 168 people lost their lives. The NSA said that India has been actively working to combat terrorism through various means, including strengthening, enacting new laws and cooperating with other countries.
You have in the past rejected any attempt to associate terrorism with any nationality, civilization or religion. I think this is the absolutely right approach. Terrorism is not linked to any religion. It is the individuals who get misguided, and probably it is the duty of the spiritual and these leaders to see that they can belong to any religion, any faith, any belief system, any political ideology, but anyone who takes the path of violence will have to be countered as effectively and with all the tools that are possible.
Speaking on the occasion, Mohammed bin Abdul Karim Issa, Secretary General of Muslim World League, said that Indian wisdom has contributed a lot to the humanity around the world. He added that there is a need to work together to promote peace and stability in the world. Mr. Issa said, Indian constitution is a sacred one which unites the entire country. He added that India and the World Muslim League must work together in promoting peace and stability in the world as every country is connected with each other. The US has welcomed the role of India in helping achieve lasting peace in Ukraine. State Department spokesperson Matthew Miller said that the US welcomes the role that India or any other country could play in helping achieve a just and lasting peace that recognizes Ukraine's territorial integrity and sovereignty. He was replying to a question whether India or Prime Minister Narendra Modi can play a part in putting an end to the protracted conflict between Russia and Ukraine at a press conference in Washington, D.C. last night. Earlier in June, Prime Minister Narendra Modi and US President Joe Biden expressed concern over the conflict in Ukraine and mourned its terrible and tragic humanitarian consequences. Earlier in May, PM Modi met Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky on the sidelines of the G7 summit in Hiroshima and assured him of India's support in resolving the conflict between Moscow and Kyiv. Further, since the conflict began, PM Modi has spoken to Russian President Vladimir Putin as well as President Zelensky a number of times, urging both leaders to arrive at a diplomatic solution. In Jammu and Kashmir, the Special Investigation Unit of Kishtwar Police today conducted raids at the houses of suspected terrorists operating from Pakistan. The raids were conducted at Rahaltal village in Chatru Tehsil. They were carried out on the directive of the Special NIA Court of Jammu against Kishtwar-based terrorists who have been operating from Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir. In Uttar Pradesh, the idol of Lord Sri Ram will be installed in the Sanctum Sanctorum of the Ram Temple in Ayodhya on a suitable date between 15th to 24th of January next year. Talking to media in Bhadohi district yesterday, General Secretary of Sri Ram Janmabhoomi Tirth Kshetra Trust, Champat Rai, said construction of the ground floor of the temple would be completed by October this year and the finishing touches would be over by December. On details about the second floor of the temple, Mr. Rai said no decision has been taken till date to install any idol on the second floor. In women's cricket, the second T20 International of the three-match series between India and Bangladesh is now underway at Sher-e-Bangla Stadium in Dhaka. Electing to bat after winning the toss, Indian women were 50 for 4 in 9.3 overs when reports last came in. In tennis, India's Rohan Bopanna and his Australian partner Matthew Ebden will face the Dutch-American pair of David Pell and Reece Talder in men's doubles pre-quarterfinals today. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Heavy rain continued to disrupt normal life in Uttarakhand. IMD predicts some relief in Himachal Pradesh, Punjab, Haryana and Delhi. India and Bangladesh start bilateral trade in rupees. UN says India registers remarkable reduction in poverty with 41.5 crore people coming out of it in 15 years. US welcomes India's role in helping achieve lasting peace in Ukraine. In women's cricket, India-Bangladesh second T20 International underway in Dhaka And in Wimbledon tennis, Rohan Bopanna and Matthew Ebden to play their men's doubles pre-quarterfinal match today. And with that, we end the midday news.